Melina from Elden Ring is actually Sans from Undertale. Now, I know that sounds insane, but this isn't based on one coincidence. This is based on how Elden Ring actually works as a world, and what happens to Melina when the world breaks. Let's start with the foundation. In Elden Ring, spirits can possess things. That's not speculation, that's fact. Ranni inhabits a doll, and we see over and over that souls persist beyond the body. Sound familiar? Now look at Melina. She outright tells us she is burned and bodiless. She exists in the exact same kind of half-state as Ranni. So if spirits can take vessels, and Melina doesn't have a body, there is nothing stopping her from possessing something else, like a skeleton. Now, on its own, that's just a possibility, but then we get something way more specific. Both Melina and Sans have one glowing blue eye. The same eye, even. And in Elden Ring, eyes are incredibly important. They show your connection to outer forces. Those with grace have golden eyes. Those touched by the frenzied flame have chaotic orange eyes. Dragon Communion will give you dragon eyes. Eyes are basically a direct visual indicator of power. So when Melina opens a glowing blue eye in the frenzied flame ending, that's not random. That's the game telling you she's tied to something else. Something outside the normal system. Now jump to Undertale. Sans has the exact same thing. One glowing blue eye, used in moments where he's showing power far beyond what he lets on. Same color, same presentation, same implication. At that point, that's not coincidence, that's a shared visual language. But of course, that's not all. Let's talk about Melina herself. Melina is defined by purpose. First in that she's searching for one, then, later, in seeing the Erd Tree burned. She finally feels like life has meaning once she commits to that path. And then you take it from her. In the Frenzied Flame ending, you strip that purpose away completely, so she replaces it. Her new goal becomes ending you, and delivering you destined death. But here's the problem. That goal is finite. Let's say she succeeds. What happens next? No body, no purpose, no direction. Just endless existence. And I think that's exactly what happens. Melina either kills the Frenzied Flame Tarnished, or fails and someone else does. But either way, she ends up cursed into a kind of half-life existence. No longer part of the system, but not gone either. And here's where we scale things up. Elden Ring is a multiverse. When we fight the Elden Beast, we don't see one Erd Tree. We see dozens, an entire forest of them expanding infinitely. Those aren't just a cool backdrop. These are alternate versions of the lands between. Different timelines, different outcomes. This is even reinforced further in Night Rain, where it's confirmed that there's some sort of multiverse going on. So Melina isn't just stuck in one world, she's in a system of worlds. And we already know that she can move in ways other characters can. She appears and disappears, but more importantly, she moves you. The Round Table hold Farum Azula. Both are essentially pocket realities, disconnected from normal space, and Melina transports you to both of them. So if she can move you between separate planes of existence, why would we assume that's the limit of her power? At that point, we're not talking about movement, we're talking about reality traversal. So now we have a bodiless spirit who's lost her purpose, existing outside of the normal system, in a multiverse that she can move through. What do you do in that situation? You look for something new. A new purpose, a new world, a new anything. And eventually, she finds one. Or at least settles down. But this new world has something strange going on. Resets, consequences that are being undone. Undertale. Now look at Sans. He's detached, nihilistic, aware that nothing really matters. He doesn't guide you directly or interfere, he watches and he judges, and most of the time, he just lets things play out. Almost like he's tried guiding someone before and failed, and there's some sort of guilt keeping him from doing it again. But there is one scenario where Sans acts, the genocide route, and this is where everything clicks. Because the genocide route isn't just a bad ending, it's total annihilation. Not just one world, every timeline, every possible outcome. It wipes everything. In Elden Ring terms, that's the frenzied flame, the complete destruction of all life. And Melina is fundamentally opposed to that. So she comes to this new world bereft of purpose, and seeing the genocide route playing out, regains the passion to do something, or at the very least, decides that she won't let everything end. So she steps in, not as a companion or a guide, but as a judge. And one more thing, Sans has exactly 1 HP. One hit and it's over. Now think about Melina, burned, bodiless, which explains everything about how Sans fights. He doesn't dodge because he's flashy, he dodges because he has to. He's so much weaker than his brother Papyrus because he's not actually a skeleton monster, he's a possessed skeleton. If he gets hit even once, it's over. So let's put it all together because there's only one conclusion left. Having lost her purpose, Melina begins exploring different realities, searching for something, anything to give her existence meaning again. She still lacks a true physical form, so she interacts through possession. Eventually, she takes over a skeleton and lives out her life in a completely different world, a world of monsters and souls. But for her, nothing really matters until someone tries to destroy everything. The last time she helped someone, it didn't end well. Now, she's going to be the final boss. No matter how nihilistic or bereft of purpose she may be, Melina is opposed to the frenzy flame, because to her, life does have meaning, even if hers doesn't. But that's just a theory, a game theory. Thanks for watching.